Just for a moment. Look like y'all holding me to it. John chapter 3. John chapter 3, and familiar passage, verse 16. John 3:16. Y'all know that, but I want to look at another one. I want to look at it for my hand. Don't y'all go too far, Cody. I don't guess unless the Holy Ghost says something else. I got a long way to go and a short time to get there.
Come on.
John chapter 3:16. Let's all say the words together. God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him shall not perish, but have everlasting life. Look at your neighbor before you next sit down. Say, neighbor, I love you. God told me to tell you there are only two options in life. Two options, that's all. Two options. Two options. And we choose those options. There are only two options, y'all. There are only two options. At my age, I'm gonna try it. I'm transparent, and at my age, talking to a person in here, and I got something that's in their 20s. Y'all looking upside of my head and saying, "Now he done got old and had his phone. He's trying to stop us."
Yes, sir.
Am I preaching already? And the only reason he's saying he done stopped because he done got too old to do it anything, amen.
Yes, sir.
And you know what? You may be right. But James, this is what I do know. Yes, I've done some things, said some things, been some places I shouldn't have been. But God brought me out this far. The difference is, now, young folks, a lot of y'all are not getting out. Well, y'all should have caught that one right there. Yes, I've been in some situations that I shouldn't have made it out of. But God brought me out. So you ought to listen to me and tell me, because when I look back over some of y'all life, a lot of y'all are not coming out. So it pays to listen to a person that have been there. And don't say, I don't know what I'm talking about because I was young too. I know exactly how you think. I ain't got that old. Amen. We made it out because we came up shooting paper cap pistols and BB gun. So I could point it at you, Brother Wilson, and that thing to pop, but that's all it does. Now they done preach, boy, I'm preaching, man, that just ain't even in my notes here, pal. Now they done praised the paper cap pistols and the BB gun with 22s and rifles and 38s and 40. Y'all gonna pray with me here? And y'all pointing them now and shooting, and you ain't, y'all. Look, that's the reason we need church, to help us. Because right now, we believe in the TV set over church, over God. I understand that too. Don't think I don't know what I'm talking about. When I was a little boy, Tarzan was my hero. This white man killed all them black folks over there in Africa. I like broke my neck swinging from a vine. Look at Jada looking at me. Trying to be tall. Y'all pray with me now. Look at your neighbor next to it and say, that's just TV, that's just TV, that's just TV. Y'all with me here? Lone Ranger and Tonto were my hero. Amen. And when I got up, the first horse I got on, I thought all you had to do was say, giddy up. Didn't know that the horse could read and know you. The horse carried me under bushes and trees. And y'all gonna pray with me here? Tell the neighbor on the side, don't believe everything you see on TV. How many times have you seen the same man get shot multiple times on TV and you look at another movie and there he is? I'm helping somebody up in here. Tell somebody, give me a high five. Say, that's just TV, that's just TV, that's just TV. We better look at this. We better look at this because it's shaping our minds and how we think. Look what God says. For God so loved you that he gave you something. What did he give you? His only son. And he put a condition on it. Caroline, he put a condition on it. He put that other soul in the middle of us. The one is a God so loved. And the next one he says, after he put it, whosoever. That's our soul right there. God so loved, whoso. Y'all catch that? God so loved, and whoso. Here's the option. I got to close, and here's the option. Whosoever believe in who I sent, he is the ending of it, preach boy, because it carries an ending. Both options carries an ending. He said, I so love you that I gave my son, that whosoever believe I have faith in it will have ever. So are you living short term or long term? Do you want to have short term goals? Well, just stay here and do what you got to do. Or do you have long term goals? Romans chapter 6 verse 23 said, the pay for sin is death. Death simply means separated from God. The pay for sin is death. David said we were born into sin and shapen in iniquity. We come here on our way to hell. But you don't have to stay that way because God has given you an option. Options determine we choose it where we go. How many people have went to Piccadilly? Well, I need a word. And you went down to get you a chop steak. Yeah. But when you got out there, Terrion, when you got in line, you saw chopped steak. You saw ribeye.
Yes, sir.
You saw chicken and dressing. You saw liver. You saw the other meats they had. Now you went there to get you a. Now you done got in line. You don't know. Somebody helping me here. And that's what happened to us. I'm going to close it up after this because I ain't got my notes in. I ain't on no deal with this because I told y'all. That's what happened to us. When we couldn't go where we couldn't go. We couldn't go to the stores and we couldn't go to the restaurants. The only thing we had was church. Church was packed. 5 days a week, 6 days a week, we were nothing. We had to work like a dog, make our money, try to pay a living. But on Sundays, I'm preaching up in here. On Sundays, we were somebody. President of the usher board felt like somebody. The choir president felt like somebody. The deacons thought they was somebody. Y'all gonna pray with me here? The mothers was somebody. And we put on our hats and our shoes and our dresses and our coats, and we was somebody on Sunday. Monday we may not have been, but on Sunday we was somebody. And that's helped us make it through Monday through Friday. I'm going to close this right here. When we got through with church, oftentimes we had potluck dinner. Because Johnny, all of us didn't have much, but we brought a little bit to the church. And when we put that little bit together, everybody got a Class A meal. The children, the old folks, and everybody. Oh! I'm helping somebody. These young folks don't know nothing about all that, but I'm just trying to show you how we got here. When we got through with that, it was time for BTU. That means we've been at church all day. And we wasn't thinking about going home, Johnny, because we had nothing else to do. Y'all pray with me here? I got to close him now, Bob. I'm doing up here, Bob. We had nothing else to do. Church was the only game, Tricia, in time. And when we came to church, we were somebody. We took them pennies and kept the lights on and paid off the building. Somebody looked in there and saw there's too much money for the church to be getting. I tell you what we're going to do. They say they love church and they ain't going nowhere and they love being there all day and all night. I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to open Kroger up on Sunday. Let's see how much they love church. Preach, boy. I'm going to open Piccadilly's up on Sunday. Let's see how much they love church. Y'all with me here? I'm going to open Longhorns up. I'm going to own Steens up. soul food cook place up. Ain't God all right? I'm going to see how much they love church. I'm going to put football on Sunday. And I'm going to start it at 1 o'clock. And I'm going to get them. They got two teams they love. I'm going to let Dallas and Pittsburgh play every Sunday. And see if Courtney going to be at church or... I need everybody to say, preach, pastor. Ain't God all right? Ain't the Lord? I'm going to open the malls up on Sunday. Ain't God all right? And now you want to see the effects of it. Just look around you. You can see pews and almost, everybody can almost have a pew to themselves. And I'm not jumping on you because I'm glad you're here. But I got half of y'all sitting here right now trying to figure out what time I'm going to get through. Oh, yeah. Ain't God all right? Look at your neighbor and say, options. Options will really tell who you really are. Ain't God all right? Haven't y'all seen? You seen people that were struggling. You seen people that was having a hard time, but they made it here every Sunday on time. And God decided to bless you for your faithfulness. He blessed you to get out that hoopty and buy you a new car. He blessed you to get out of one pair of suit and get two or three dresses. And now that you've been blessed, you waste 30 minutes at home trying to decide what you gonna wear. Ain't God all right? Ain't God all right? You got a brand new car and you come in 30 minutes late. Ain't God all right? And want your parking place. And man, cause somebody is in your spot. Can I get a witness? Ain't God all right? Slap that neighbor and say, neighbor, options. Ain't God all right? Ain't God all right? Now, you come in the door 30 minutes late, looking at your watch, and you leave. You ain't hearing nothing that the preacher saying because your game is coming on in 30 minutes. It's going to take you 20 to get back home. Ain't God all right? Ain't the Lord all right? Stop that neighbor and give him a high five. Say, neighbor, too many options. But neighbor, oh neighbor, I made up my mind. God gave me two options. One is my way, and the other one is his way. I decided, I done tried it my way, and every time I get down, Jesus pick me back up. So I done made up my mind. whosoever, don't have a name on it. That can be me. That can be you. You can be black. You can be white. The whosoever is anybody that believes that Jesus died one Friday. Ain't God all right? Ain't the Lord all right? Now tell somebody, you may be able to control some things, but you can't control my mind. I believe that Jesus died on a hill called Calvary for me and my hang-up. The early, he got up with all power. I got a right to the tree of life. Ain't God all right? You can take my money, you can't take my joy. You can take my job, you can't take my joy, you can't take my peace. Ain't God all right? Because God can take nothing and make something out of it. God so loved the world that he gave you something that if you believe it, you shall, that's a promise, have everlasting life. If you believe it, even you can't keep yourself out of it. Tweet that somebody. Stand up on your feet. Tell 3 people. You can't keep yourself out. All you got to do is believe. You can't keep yourself out of this. The door is open. Do not allow your life. Now y'all don't go. Y'all need somebody to hear that. Y'all need to go 3 people and say, you can't keep yourself out of this. God got you. The door is open. Two options. Your way or God's way.